In this video, we're going to practice the verb aller, which means to go in French. In the last video, we learned how to say I go, you go, he goes, and so on. And I also explained that in French, you can simply say I go to mean I am going. So I go to school, or I am going to school right now. In French, for both these scenarios, you would simply say I go. Now we're going to put this to use by making some sentences. A new word that you'll need to know is à, which simply means to. Okay? Let's begin. First, we're going to look at examples of je vais, which means I am going or I go. So, je vais à Paris. Je vais à Paris. This means I'm going to Paris. Next, je vais à Bordeaux. Je vais à Bordeaux. Okay, so likewise, this means I am going to Bordeaux, another city in France. Next is je vais à Lyon. Je vais à Lyon. Je vais à Marseille. Je vais à Marseille. Je vais à Nice. Je vais à Nice. Okay, so with the simple construction, you can say you're going to whichever city. These are just the names of different cities in France. Let's look at some more cities, not necessarily in France. So now we're going to say tu vas, which means you are going. Tu vas à Lille. Tu vas à Lille. Tu vas à Bruxelles. Tu vas à Bruxelles. Tu vas à Genève. Tu vas à Genève. Tu vas à Lausanne. Tu vas à Lausanne. Tu vas à Montréal. Tu vas à Montréal. Now we look at il va, which means he is going. Now we're going to switch it up a bit. We're not just going to talk about cities. We're going to talk about going to different places. And we're going to use the vocabulary that we have already learned. So, he goes to the house. Now the words the house, I'm going to provide them. La maison. Okay, so now we have all the pieces and we just have to put them together to make a full sentence. So he goes is il va. To is à. And the house is la maison. So the full sentence is il va à la maison. Next we have he goes to the mountain. The word for mountain is la montagne. So the full sentence is going to be il va à la montagne. Next is he goes to the forest. The word for forest is la forêt. So it's going to be il va à la forêt. He goes to the jungle. The word for the jungle is la jungle. So it's going to be il va à la jungle. He goes to the kitchen. The word for the kitchen is la cuisine. So it's going to be il va à la cuisine. Okay, next we have elle va. So she is going or she goes. So we're going to do the same thing here. If you want, you can pause the video and try to come up with the sentence yourself before I show the French. Alright, so she goes to the room. That's going to be elle va à la chambre. Elle va à la chambre. She goes to the place. Elle va à la place. She goes to the car. Elle va à la voiture. She goes to the sea. Elle va à la mer. She goes to the jungle. Elle va à la jungle. Okay, next is on va or nous allons. So on va means we go or we are going. And nous allons means the same thing, except it's more formal. Now I'm not going to provide the word anymore because we're just going to repeat the same words for the rest of the examples. So, we go to Paris. Saying this formally in French would be Nous allons à Paris. We go to the room. On va à la chambre. We go to Brussels. On va à Bruxelles. We go to the sea, again formal. Nous allons à la mer. We go to Lausanne. On va à Lausanne. Next is vous allez, which means you in the plural sense, so like you guys, or it can also mean you when you're talking to a single person but you want to be formal. For example, if you don't know the person, or if you're not friends with them. You guys go to Lyon. That's going to be vous allez à Lyon. You go to the forest. Vous allez à la forêt. You guys go to Geneva. Vous allez à Genève. You go to the jungle. Vous allez à la jungle. You go to the car. Vous allez à la voiture. Next is ils vont, which means they are going, when talking about a group of guys or a group of guys and girls, so a mixed group. They go to the room. Ils vont à la chambre. They go to the sea. Ils vont à la mer. They go to Bordeaux. Ils vont à Bordeaux. They go to the house. Ils vont à la maison. They go to the mountain. Ils vont à la montagne. And finally, we have elles vont, which again means they are going, but when talking about a group of only girls. They go to the place. Elles vont à la place. They go to the room. Elles vont à la chambre. They go to Paris. Elles vont à Paris. They go to Nice. Elles vont à Nice. They go to Lausanne. Elles vont à Lausanne. And that's it. Thank you once again for watching.